Okay, so what do we want to do? We got a Phoebe, which I haven't actually ripped apart a heavy cargo javelin yet. There's a station hopper gecko, but I don't like those. No, doesn't look like we have a cargo gecko. Well, it's fine. Variety is the spice of life. Do we want to do this sucker? Okay. Oh, interesting. So they're both hazard level 8. This one gets me more per objective, but this one gets me a larger quantity across the board. Let's see. I guess that's another good point.
Hey there, I'm Shippy. I'm here to help you get things healthy again. Nice
It is
work.
kind of important to fix the ship.
I'd be proud.
Luckily, I've just been accruing these things just kind of automatically.
My prognosis is your ship will be awesome in no time.
Okay, so we need more rods, is the answer. Still, we actually got a fair bit done on that one. Alright, so start shift. Let's see. Do you got rods? No. This does. Damn it. I mean, yeah. We'll get the option to go after another one of these later. Maybe? I don't know. Nah, screw it. We're just gonna go to the Phoebe. Even if it doesn't suit my objectives per se, I haven't actually ripped one of these apart yet. I don't think. Yeah, check others, see if they have rods. Well, I have ripped one of these apart. Just not to this extent. Damn, that's a big sucker. But yeah, this is the one that exploded on me. Because I couldn't quite do it. How the hell do you rip this part apart? Oh well. I mean, I guess I could always just, like, go back. I don't actually have to do this ship. Because you could abandon shift. Current shift progress will not be saved until you return to your hab. Do you wish to... Yeah, so I could actually just, like, reset and it wouldn't matter. But, you know what? That's the coward's way of doing things.
Salvage secured.
And this ain't no horror game. And one of the essays I want to write about, or am starting to collect notes for, is losing should be fun. And this game embodies that. Like, obviously, I get a little tilted when things go wrong, but it's still really satisfying when things go wrong. Okay. There we go. That is really cool looking. Just all of the containers kind of tumbling on their own.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Aww. I really wish there was like a sound notification. Or if like Weaver would say it more often. Hey, thank you Xander the Goose for the 5-month resub. Thank you. These things should be fun. So Dwarf Fortress? Yeah, kind of. I'm not quite sure if I enjoy losing Dwarf Fortress. I think that's... I think losing should be fun being Dwarf Fortress's mantra is not too far off of Dark Souls and Get Good. Where it's like, yeah, it's there, but not... You know, people don't really believe it. I mean, I guess for Dark Souls people believe it, but it's often used as kind of a means of silencing criticism. It's like, man, these bosses really should not, like, be able to one-shot me like they do. Nah, just get good. Dodge better. What?
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oh, this did not work as well as I was hoping it would. Oh, and I have no tethers left.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go buy more. We did burn a lot of tethers here to do silly things. Alright, there we go. That should work.
Registered. Transferring credit.
Okay. Burp, bep, snap, babbit. There we go. Okay. Tethers, nothing else. You know, on the topic of ridiculous things, I really wish the tech tree just kept going in this. Oh, this whole bad boy is pressurized, ain't he? All right, that's gonna be fun to deal with.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Airlock depressurizing.
But no, I don't know. I think it would be really neat if you could also invest in like cybernetics and gene modding of your clone. Make it really expensive, but eventually you become kind of like a weird vacuum adapted creature. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Because this whole thing looks kind of like a doozy. The big one is... the cockpits are... Okay, the compartments are also. So this whole place is pressurized. How the hell do you... Wait, maybe I know. Or maybe I don't.
Airlock depressurizing.
Why would you depressurize? Okay, that didn't work.
Airlock pressurizing.
It doesn't look like there's any oxygen controls in here anyway. Okay, well this is going to be... Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how you're supposed to depressurize ships properly, and the real answer is pop the balloon, as far as I can tell. Which feels like the worst bit of advice ever. Whee!
Airlock pressurizing.
Worked.
Airlock pressurizing.
Valuable object processed.
I got it.
Deposited.
Okay, as long as it doesn't go too far away, I think we're fine. Okay. It's usually better to use an airlock to depressurize. That's fair.
Accepted for processing.
Okay. Oh, were some of these panels actually meant for the furnace? No. I'm confused by this. I'm not sure what's breaking here. Oh, unless it's the stuff that's... Oops. Where the hell is that going? Okay. I don't want to pull it into me, because that is going to crush my helmet.
Processing object.
Oh, this popped off. Alright. Honestly, the extra tether range doesn't seem particularly helpful here.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit.
I've been thinking about it, but it's a lot harder to control these things at a distance. There we go. But yeah, it's probably the fragments that flew out of range, despawning, and therefore being destroyed. There we go. Okay, there's like one more piece left. I want to be careful. Because these still have the horrible potential of smashing me in the face. Still, all things considered, for a catastrophic explosive decompression, that was not terrible. I'm not quite sure what broke in here, to be honest. Oh. Oh, it was just the whole first rig. Holy shit. Yeah. The entire first layer here just shattered. I've never seen something decompress hard enough to break the hull. I'm actually pretty surprised. I didn't realize that's what broke. I was just like, well, parts... Wait, what?
Credits awarded.
Ah, god damn it. The door's closed on me. There's still air in there. Ah! Must have been automatic? Fine. Oh, they're all just the airlocks?
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay. You're right. I was really afraid that it, like, reflexively closed all the doors. Which, like, I guess is kind of cool, but at the same time... that could have been bad. Oh well.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay. So the cockpit is oxygenated. Alright, easy peasy. Alright, I think that's it for this whole area. Just destroyed a door, nothing else to worry about. I think we're good. Now let's go take a look at the backside. Because I bet both are... Yep, the whole area is pressurized. Okay, so where's the airlock? Here. Left side. But yeah. I just wanted to cut the nose off and see how bad it would go. Nice part is there's like no real feeling of failure.
Airlock depressurizing.
Alright. Go in here.
Airlock pressurizing.
Hey! Thank you, Stump Friends, for the raid, and welcome on in, everybody. We are playing Hardspace Shipbreaker, which is, whoo, probably one of the chillest, most kind of casually enjoyable games I've played in a long time. And it's finally out in 1.0, and so I'm just playing a ton of it because I needed to relax with something. Huh. The one problem is, I'm a little afraid of this. Okay. We can try this. But I can only try this once. It looks like I have this here. I'm gonna try what's being suggested. Rip off the door console. Maybe the door won't close. If I...
Air pressure level decreasing.
Okay. Much to my frustrations. Door closed. All of the door closed. All of the doors closed. There we go. Alright, so let's try that again. Alright. 1, 2. There another one in here? Yes. Look, when you're dealing with explosive decompression, the best you can do is break everything first, right? But yeah, pull every door panel. I could do that. I don't think this has a door panel. I'm just gonna assume I've got all of them. We'll see what happens.
Air pressure level decreasing.
I'm offended.
Air pressure level increasing.
Door panels don't do shit. I don't know how you're supposed to remove the air from any of these places. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the bridge.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Okay. And we're gonna pop this out first. That's a concerning lag spike. Okay. Let's see, there are 2 more panels though. But I don't think it matters. If it was still having all of them close. Yeah, there's no correct or safe way to do it. This seems like such a busted society. What do you mean, vent all the oxygen from the ship? We can't do that, we're in space. Yes, I'm in a spacesuit. Vent all the oxygen. We can't do that, sir. Why not? Because policy. What? Alright. Anyway, so I'm gonna rip everything out of here. Panels for the processor. I'm just gonna rip everything out of here. Disconnect the airlock and then open the door. All that's left in there is the ECM. That chair is going for a trip. Got it.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go. But yeah, I love cutting ships apart in this game, but I'm always kind of baffled by the oxygen mechanics, because it feels like there's no correct solution. Your only real answer is just to embrace chaos and hope for the best. Whereas, like, everything else actually has, like, a reasonable solution. It might be kind of messy, or even stupid, but at least it's there and it exists.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Yeah, fuel and oxygen are too hot at the moment. Well, I'm gonna stick it out for at least a little bit longer.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Because fuel's not gonna run out that fast. Let's see, on a completely unrelated note, does Twitch have a dark mode? Yep, it does, and it is super nice.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
There we go. Yeah, I just want to get those out of there. Alright, let's go refuel. Huh, where'd this piece come from?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There we go, that's better.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Alright, oxygen, fuel, how am I doing on tethers? I'm doing fine. Okay. I don't know, I think popping the nose off the front of this thing was not the worst idea I've ever had in terms of airlock wizardry. Oh, should toss this in. Alright, let's try this again.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Oh. Okay, this goes in the processor. Was not expecting a door to open up in there. Okay, so all that's left is a singular airlock, which I think I actually do have door controls for. Yeah, so that worked. That was far less destructive than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I don't think removing the... I don't think removing the door consoles actually does a dang thing. At,
Salvage registered.
let's see.
Transferring
I don't think it does a dang thing in terms of preventing doors from closing on me. Which is fine. Okay, so here's the big issue. Well, no. Huh. Huh. You know, actually, now I'm looking at this one, I could actually throw this whole business in. There's the atmo regulator that closes airlocks, not the door. But all the atmosphere... Oh, you're right. So what, should I rip those out? I guess. Alright, I'm gonna go back in. I think we're not gonna be able to do anything to this until the front is gone. I think we have to start in the front and then work our way back. The big problem is... this whole business. Oh, gosh, no. Wait, hold up. There's a console for flushing the fuel valves. It still caught fire the last time I did this, which was a little confusing. But maybe now I can remove these. I still think my best option, though, is to cut it all loose. First. Let's see. I'm just trying to be very careful to stay away from every bit of explosives. We should probably get rid of this door console before I cut into it by accident. Okay, is it fully separate?
Salvage deposit
Almost.
secured. Credits awarded.
Alright. So I think the front is now fully separated out. Alright, let's just, lance these off. Or maybe we don't? Let's see if I can go for a 3-fer. What kind of damage does that do? Nothing! Rad. I almost got 4. Alright, there we go. Didn't do too much. Let's see. What genre is this music? It ain't country. It's... I've heard folk, I've heard bluegrass. Both of those might be true. I was trying to find other bands that sounded kind of similar to this, but I was not having a whole lot of luck. Americana. Yeah, space country is what I'm used to. The only other soundtrack that I've ever heard that's like really close to this would be the Bastion soundtrack. Space twang. Clang is disappointed. Alright, there we go. Shit's on fire, but now... I guess there's not much I can do about this. Whole thing is kind of hooked together in a bad way. Firefly had very similar music, yes. Is Firefly the first real space western? Okay.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
There we go. I don't think I have anything on this one. Yeah, let's just toss it in. I think the pegs go in the processor, but beyond that, it's its own thing. Okay.
Deposit accepted.
I believe Trigun predates it. Oh yeah, Trigun! I remember watching the Trigun anime a long, long time ago. When I was but a wee baby lad.
Salvage
I liked it.
account
It was very
credit
depressing, but it was good. Okay, so I guess I should probably take a look at this and figure out what I can separate out. Oh, you know what? Now that I've cut that loose, I can't properly salvage the thrusters anymore. Oh well. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop was more, well, it was a mishmash. Every single episode was thematically related to a different type of music. Not all of it was Western. It did have a bit of a Western vibe, but it definitely had its own thing. Battle Beyond the Stars, an awfully schlocky James Cameron produced space Western. Seven Samurai Magnificent Seven in space. Huh. It doesn't have its own local power? I don't think so. Alright, so now that we've got that out of the way, that's the first of the big risks. I'll start cutting the bits off. I'm always surprised that the genre hasn't expanded further. I think that's true for a couple of different things, actually. You know, space westerns, there are a number of them, and they're all, like, cult classics, but they're still few and far between. Oh, there's another compartment on this. Huh. That's interesting. Guess it makes sense, but still. You know, I kind of feel the same way about, you know, space westerns, steampunk. And steampunk, cyberpunk, solarpunk, like, there's a lot of these settings that are fairly common knowledge, but very rare in terms of practice. I can't think of a whole lot of, like, really good steampunk. At least not where or at least where the steampunk actually matters. You know, oftentimes it's like the backdrop, but it's rarely like actually involved in what's going on in the game, in the world. Way to play watch this without somebody with the flashlight on constantly. I found the flashlight to be kind of awkward because it's located in the top right, as opposed to front and center. And so it feels off-putting, if that makes any sense. Because, you know, when I'm in here, like, it's lit, but it's lit awkward. I wish there was a alternate lights that I could buy that gave me, like, softer or more, like, all-around lighting. I don't know. Might just be me. A diesel punk would be Skycap in the world of tomorrow. It was like equal parts diesel punk and noir. Man, speaking of kick-ass settings, I've always hoped Warner Brothers would bring back, like, Batman Beyond in a substantive way. I loved that world. I mean, it was kind of horrifying half the time, but it was such a cool handling of it. It was just like True Blue cyberpunk, kind of. But it was neat how it was, I guess, presented. Very blocky. Okay, is this its own thing? Yes. Let's just move this out. At some point when I salvage one of these, I'm going to have to pop the whole bridge off just to see what happens. If it'll, like, shoot straight into the processor. Due to the air pressure. Because that would be really funny. Maybe not preferable, but it would be funny. Alright. In you go.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
One of the reasons why I use tethers half the time for these is that way I don't have to worry about hitting myself.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Not a lot of Space Pirate stuff either. Yeah, there was Captain Harlock, but I mean that hasn't been on air for like forever. And while there was like an anime movie, I don't remember it being good. Honestly, I remember Captain Harlock being kind of awful.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Outlaw Star. There was a lot of really good kind of space western sci-fi anime drama back in the like 90s and early 2000s. I've actually been kind of sad that that's dropped off in favor of really weird harem-y stuff. I get it, it's what pays the bills, but I miss stuff like Trigun and Outlaw Star and whatnot. Those were really unique pieces of media in comparison. I've seen Spaceship Yamato. I don't think so.
Raw material deposited.
Let's see, there's a computer in here.
Salvage accepted.
Okay.
Credit applied.
Yeah, if I can pop the light off, I'll do it. It's right there. Let's see. Okay.
Credits deposited.
Send that off. Now, is this whole thing... Yeah, this whole ring is... Oh, no, it's not. That's not where I was aiming. Oh, there's an airlock console in one of those. Ow. Those are pricey.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
But-
transferred.
I have yet to make any major mistakes here, so I don't think that'll be an issue. Until it becomes a major issue.
Credit awarded. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Okay. Go back in here. Strip these off. What genre is Space Dandy? You know, I've actually forgotten that one. I was trying to watch it and I just couldn't. It just came off as weird. Felt like I was riding on the coattails of Cowboy Bebop, but without any of the narrative quality. Oh, interesting. This whole thing comes apart. Wow, that's gonna be a lot easier to remove.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Let's see.
Salvage secured.
Oh, is the whole dang generator on this one? I think it might be. On the top? Oh, wait, no, it's on the other one. Why are there still lights on this thing, then?
Salvage secured. Account
I have no
credit
idea. Space Dandy was fun, but Redline was a masterpiece. Redline was incredible. I didn't really care for the story of Redline, but you don't really watch Redline for the story. Okay, good. There's nothing else on it. I would love to see more movies like Redline, where it just kind of
Applying credits to account.
embraces ridiculous and just goes for it. Oh, I am very low on oxygen. Alright.
Welcome to
Get oxygen. I'm still fine on tethers.
Stabilizing.
We're good. Okay. Nope. Airlock's still connected. Must have missed a cut point. Wasn't really trying too hard to find them. There we go. You know what was like actually a really good anime? I really enjoyed Interstellar 555.
Account credited.
Like I know it was effectively just a glorified music video, but like it was not bad for a glorified music video narrative anime movie. I remember discovering it in high school and like watching the whole thing
Credits deposited.
just kind of immediately. Should have been doing homework, but
Salvage deposit registered.
I would love to see more more bands take weird approaches like that, because I think, I don't know. Like, say what you want about Daft Punk, but they really had vision for quite a while. I think I kind of lost interest in them after the Daft Punk movie, because I didn't actually really like the soundtrack for it. It wasn't very Daft Punk. I remember these tiny but actually really expensive personal terminals. Are they actually really expensive? I know it put me over the edge earlier. Daft Punk movie. Tron, sorry.
Salvage secured.
Because Interstellar was technically the Daft Punk movie-ish. Let's see.
Salvage deposit secured.
Okay,
Credit
there it is.
awarded.
Knew there was another personal terminal, and I have no idea how much they're worth, but they're worth just enough to have put me over the edge earlier. And since I'm going to be dealing with big explosives, I might as well. Okay, so let's see.
Credits transferred.
There's a bottle, there's a light.
Salvage accepted.
Couple of lights.
Credit applied.
Just want to make sure there's nothing sneaky going on this one. Looks like I'm good. Okay. This is going to be a pain. There we go. Hopefully they won't cause too much damage on the way out. Kind of is. I think it's fine. I think I can get this ring out here. Let's see if I can get the next one. Okay. Get the rest of this. Anything else? No, I think this whole ring is good. And ready to be removed.
Processor deposit
Oh.
accepted. Credits awarded.
Can I actually move this? I can. That is wild. Okay. So let's take a look. Last time I did this, it was a bit of a doozy. What am I doing? Where is this going? I have too much power. It is now becoming an issue.
Count credit applied.
Alright, there we go. Alright, so we have one section of this that is meant for the furnace.
Registered.
It doesn't look like it's connected there, so I might actually be able to just cut it. There we go. Nope. Dang. Oh, I see. Let me guess, it's still attached? Even though it's... Oh, I see. It is actually more attached than I thought it would be. There we go. All that for... I mean, it's like 20,000-30,000 worth of aluminum, I think. That's not so bad. But it does strike me as kind of unnecessary. All the same. Well, hopefully that ends up in the right location. It's not. It's not. Stupid. Crazy physics. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Finally caught a stream. Been watching your YouTube videos for a long time, before Legend of Zelda or even Scrap Mechanic. Sad to hear in some ways others treat you. Glad to be finally back. Well, I mean, it's the world. I always say you get used to it, but you kinda do. But thank you. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so do we wanna just pop in here? How are we gonna deal with this? Cause it's...
Raw material process.
did I
Credit
separate these
deposit.
out? Ah. Yeah, I have separated this out. How the hell do I get these rings off? I don't think there's a way for me to remove this properly. Oh, there's a radiation containment. What? What? Oh boy.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Okay, so this is going to be a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we got a radiation containment unit, which means... I gotta split this bad boy apart somehow. Yeah, we are on level 8 difficulty. I'd forgotten because it was tutorialized last time, but we didn't actually deal with the ship. Most of this consternation comes from the fact that... Okay, maybe it's not so bad. Cutter's been damaged, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, most of the consternation comes from the fact that it was tutorialized yesterday, but we didn't actually get a ship with a radiation hazard, so I wasn't able to actually learn until now, and I'd kind of forgotten it existed. Ah, damn. I was really hoping this would just pop right off, considering it's lacking its anchor points. But no, it's phantom corners. Alright. I'm thinking about living in one of these ships for months or years on end. I think I could manage it if I had internet. I'd need a little bit of space to move around. I think I'd lose it otherwise. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is try and cut it here. Because we need it to unfold. Currently it's hooked together too well, and I can't separate out any of the rings to get access to the radiation. Please tell me. It's still hooked up. How? What is this thing? Okay, now they're separate now. Perfect. Okay. So now that we've done that, we can at least pull it all out. Okay, it's getting a little dicey. We don't want it to come out at too odd of an angle. There we go. But yeah, if I had like one of the big gravity rings, you know, the circles that go around, that I could maybe like run in, or if I had, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the game. There was a game that Shell and I played that was, it was like a puzzle game where you were using cables, light cables to solve puzzles. And I've forgotten the name of it at this point. But they had a really nice space station. I could potentially live there. The problem with these is like a couple years ago when I was in Portland, I guess it was 2020, fall of 2020, a lot of Oregon caught fire. A lot of California did too, but I was in the, you know, I was up north. Filament, there we go. But so, shit was very on fire, and that meant I was... Let's see, can I just pull this off? No. I have to pop the ring out. Let's see. Is that just it? I guess so. That was easy.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
But so, words and stuff. Okay, so the state was very much on fire. The sky was orange on a good day, red on most days. The sun never rose for about 2 weeks because it was blocked behind so much smoke. Well, this part came loose, I guess. Take the rat out of the tip. Okay. Anyway, so, effectively the whole state was choked with smoke, and it was pretty miserable, to kind of be there. And so, what Shell and I ended up doing was, we ended up retreating to one singular bedroom in the house, and putting an air filter in there, because it was the only way we were going to have, like, fresh air. And I was stuck that way for, yeah, 2 weeks, just after I turned 30. You know, I couldn't move around, I couldn't really interact with the rest of my house, I couldn't go outside, couldn't go on errands, couldn't do any of that stuff. And it was, I'm not gonna say it was miserable, but like, I got cabin fever way faster than I thought I would. Oh, the radiation containment is worth a fair bit in the processor? Oh. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna have to... Oh, this is all just radio... Okay. That's only gonna get worse. Oh, I'm sure, which is why I moved and don't live there anymore. Okay, is this separate? It is not. Here's the problem. It should be. Or maybe... Oh gosh, no, it is separate. It's just heavy as hell. That's the real answer. Alright, good to know. Anywho, what was I gonna say? I mean, there's no real lesson in it. It's just the idea of being cooped up in one place. Like, you think you could do it, but
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel
I don't know.
supplies are
I don't know if I could.
at the master jack.
I don't know if I could be effectively stuck in maybe
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
2 bedrooms
Stabilizing.
worth of space for like years on end. Like, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do it if I was only there for like a couple months and I knew it was going to be temporary. But I would definitely need a lot of space, and with all this clutter, ugh. Because imagine if you could never get up and stretch your legs. Imagine if you couldn't exercise. You were stuck with shit food for a while. Maybe people could deal with that. And like, I could if I knew it was temporary. But if I knew it was going to be on a more permanent basis, I think I'd lose my mind. Lived in a single bedroom for 5 years. Have you left it, though? Do you get exercise? And maybe it also kind of depends on age and some other things, but like I know for me at this point, I did the single bedroom apartment for a while and it freaking sucked. Yeah, stayed at college every spring break and didn't leave my shoebox dorm room for 7 days, but it was temporary and you could go outside a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a normie in this situation or something, but like, I need some space. I need to be able to go outside. I need to be able to try food that isn't, you know, horribly packaged. And we have a gym I go to once a week. Yeah, imagine if you can even do that. But yeah, having the option to leave is a big deal, even if you don't. Yeah, and maybe that's kind of the difference. Because, yeah, when the fires were going on, you could leave, but you really didn't want to. It was a guaranteed instant migraine for me. Yeah, imagine if you were living on Mars. You couldn't go outside. I mean, you kind of could in a suit, and you probably would have to for various reasons here and there. But yeah, definitely not the kind of thing that I would be particularly keen on. Now, if, like, I did have another choice, I'd probably make it work, but I don't think I'd come away mentally healthy from the whole deal.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Yeah, I had a one-bedroom apartment in California during the fires here as an asthmatic, and I can understand the, claustrophobia. The cabin fever. Yeah. I don't know. I will always repeat, this is the kind of thing that I don't think you'll understand until you're actually put in a similar position. It's nice to romanticize, but then you get into it and it's not so great. It was kind of like, honestly, the pandemic was kind of that way for me. You know, the beginning of it was kind of quaint. You know, we had enough food stocked up, enough toilet paper that there was no worry, and you know, it was just gonna be a little while and wasn't gonna be so bad. And so there was kind of a romanticism of it, of just like, alright, yeah, the world just kind of shuts down for a little while. That's not so bad. And then idiots just kept making it worse, and it was like, well, never mind this. Never understood the toilet paper thing. The way somebody described it to me, it's a psychological reaction of kind of control. That when something bad is happening, you look for means of kind of controlling your environment in order to feel stable and grounded. And so a lot of people latch onto stuff like extra foodstuffs and toilet paper because, you know, they're trying to think of things that they can't live without. And that, you know, this is a commodity that if you run out of it, you're in trouble. And so yes, just take a shower, do a bunch of other things. Might be kind of gross, but, you know, oh well, people will live. But I think a lot of people aren't capable of thinking that abstractly. And don't react well, if that makes sense. And so it's easier for them to kind of lose it a little bit and grab toilet paper rather than think about their situation logically. Okay. So have I got pretty much everything from this? I think. Separating all of these rings out was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull these rings out there for a while. We just kind of need this space here. Which, speaking of, how the hell do I remove this? Last time I did this, it exploded in my face. And that's probably going to be what happens again. Okay. Cut all of those. Yeah, maybe we should invest a little bit more into range. Are these separate now? Yes. Okay, they are their own thing. I want to take off the nacelles. You want a tip? Yeah. Because I know I need to remove these on the sides. But shooting that last time was how it exploded in my face. Is there a way to vent the fuel? I vented what I could. Feels like I've got to cut those on both sides. And then same thing with the fuel pipe and then just pull it to the side. Don't use the cutter. I have to. I can't not. There's no way to not use the cutter. I mean, I guess I could throw the whole damn housing. I could throw the whole damn housing into the barge. Okay. Oh. Gonna try this first. Okay. Did not explode in my face. When cutting, get close so laser doesn't miss. Yeah.
Warning. Fire damage detected.
I think my cutter was inside it that time. Well, I mean, this is a familiar place to be. And I mean, it's certainly easier. Like, here's the thing. Maybe I just start doing that whenever I'm on this ship. Is just exploded immediately. The nice part is, I've been investing in fire resistance this entire time. More or less knowing that I'm gonna do that repeatedly. Okay, yep. You just go in. You go in. If things that aren't supposed to go in end up going in, then so be it. Because yeah, some of these are meant for the furnace, but they're pretty much not worth anything.
Object accepted for processing.
As long as I don't mess anything else up, I think I'm fine.
Material deposited.
Okay. I think all of these fuel pipe bits are kind of worthless to me. They don't say where they're even supposed to go. Alright. Okay. Can you go in? Perfect. Okay. If it says fuel pipe, I'm just going to send it to the furnace.
Material deposited.
And scrap is obviously for the furnace. Well, I did my best. I'll try again. But those cut points are evil. Okay. At least we didn't lose too much. Obviously, it put me a lot closer to not actually being able to pull this off at maximum.
Please be more careful.
Let's see. You know, maximum reward level.
Material
There we go.
accepted.
What?
Credits transferred.
Bounced off random trash. Is very inconsistent. It's probably a lot more consistent. Yeah, titanium goes there, aluminum goes in the furnace. Is the real answer. Okay. There we go. Fuel pipe question mark? At least cleanup's nice and easy.
Material accepted.
Oh boy, there's so much stuff left.
Credits deposited.
I'm not even entirely sure how necessary this is. Okay. Yep, you go there. But I don't want to push my profit margins lower. Okay. Turn that off. There we go.
Raw material deposited.
Off you go. Well, we're almost done, I think.
Object accepted for
Ugh,
processing.
so many parts. This is why I need a grav trap. Let's see, I think there's sparks made from cutting. I think it was actually just because my cutter tool was clipped into the tank, because that was the only good angle I had.
Raw material accepted.
Hasty, poorly executed cut. That's kind of rude. I was getting up close because I figured, like, well, this is the only angle I'm gonna get where it's not superimposed on it, but the answer is no. Like, I don't really need to be nitpicked here. I know how to do it again. It might take a couple more tries because it's built specifically as kind of a gotcha.
Deposit accepted.
But I don't really need a bunch of slightly snitty comments telling me how I could have done it better. Because, like, you know, it doesn't matter that much. We're still gonna get a perfect on this one. And I'll try again. And then I'll try again and again. Yeah, you know what? I don't need this. It says no backseating for a reason, and that includes no browbeating. That especially includes no browbeating. You may not think you're doing it, but it's still rude. Don't do it. Okay, there's a door console in here that I should not miss. But yeah, blow it up next time too. It was fun to watch. I might honestly do that. More controlled cuts. I'll take off the nacelles first, because I think those are the biggest loss. But there is some level of a consideration of, yeah, what if I just blew it up and didn't even care?
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Because, yeah, if I explode it, then, wow, there's not much left at this point. Let's see. If I take off the nacelles and then explode it after clipping off, you know, most of the other bits, might actually save me a lot of time? Okay. No. Always bothers me when I'm saying, like, hey, you know, this behavior is becoming, you know, your behavior is not currently acceptable. Please stop it. Then people try and justify it to me, and it's like, you know what? No. No, I had friends in elementary school that were just awful. They'd always justify it one way or another. Turning 32 in a couple months. I need back talk. Like, obviously, if I made, like, a terrible mistake, like breaking somebody's toes because it was being a klutz, okay, that's one thing. I'm playing a freaking video game, man. Who cares? Oh god, there's... Oh right, these are all the door consoles I'd ripped off. I was wondering about that.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, so I can actually... Wait. Okay, that's the reactor. What is this? Oh, just the compartment. Oh. That's actually going to be really helpful. Let's pop this off. It's kind of expensive, but that's okay. I want to do these. Unfortunately, I once again forgot to actually separate out the thruster, but I think it's fine. Okay, here we go. The door consoles are worth quite a bit. This game likes to have a lot of little gotchas. Gosh, I can't wait until I have 75% fire resistance. Setting myself on fire still hurts a bit. Not that bad, but still. You know, it'd be really cool, a tether upgrade that generates a small bubble field to collect things. It'd be so nice. It's like, yep, I exploded this thing. Please give me a cleanup grenade. And all it does is, yeah, collects just random gobs. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like a grenade. It could be a gravity gauntlet. Or like a big freaking magnet. Like, just give me a big magnet. Make it look stupid. You know, just your classic red end, blue end. Make it look like a stupid Acme tool. And yeah, have it just like magnetize all titanium to me. And then another setting for all scrap and aluminum. You know, sorted based on the thing. And then maybe a third one for barge bits. That's all it does. Save me an inordinate amount of time. I keep saying, I wish this game had some like really silly tools. Gosh, those sparks do freak me out though near the reactor. Yeah, calling modders. I don't know how moddable this game is, which is the issue. I would adore it if this game had substantive mod support. Oh, but alas. Okay, so we might actually want to rip off the lights here. I was doing it earlier knowing that I'd probably have a goof.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Everything's moddable if you try hard enough. Yeah, the question is like, are we going to get modders that are going to try hard enough? You know, no knock against them, but if it's going to take like an inordinate amount of work, then I'd maybe rather have them focus their efforts on something more fun. Okay, so the arrow bridge is meant for the furnace. Oh, we've been through this song and dance, haven't we? The real life question, is titanium magnetic? I don't actually know if it is. Yeah, pure titanium is not magnetic. That's what I was thinking.
No tethers.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
But yeah, deployable static object with its own gravity well would make a lot of sense lore-wise. Yeah. Let's see, is your tool durability low? It seems to be acting up a lot.
Transferring credits.
For the grappling gun, I think it only has like 25% damage. I'm just gonna buy a couple of these.
Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase.
Eh.
Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Look at my tethers, right? Yes. Okay, so let's take a look. Still kind of a mess, but less of one now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, good I separated the air filter out. This will make getting the ECM removed much, much easier.
Salvage deposit registered.
Okay.
Account credited.
I should actually be able to lift this thing now. Hell yeah. Okay. We got a just random piece of scrap. Send that off. Is it separate? It is and it isn't. Airlock's still on it. Probably didn't get this one. Alright. Off you go.
Object accepted for processing. Credit
And we're good. So what else do we have? A little bit more schmutz. I was pretty good at cleaning up the schmutz, by the way. I
Raw
think.
material
There's like a little bit floating around.
Credits deposited.
What's that thing? Fuel pipe. I don't know where that goes. Alright. So. I'm not going to be able to detach the thruster. Wait, hold up. Panel, panel, panel. Okay, so this is only 8K. What if I do this? Is it coming out? No. I was hoping my grav capabilities would be enough. Let's just pull it up here. It might actually have been too much. Okay, let's stop that. Pull to that one. There we go. This should work. Okay. And now that it's free, we just try and slow it down. Because now I can just huck this in. Well, that's gone. Or not? Wow. I'm actually kind of impressed.
Transferring credit.
Alright, I'm just gonna pull this out. Oh. Oh no.
Don't do that.
Okay. Should work. There we go.
Salvage deposit secured.
Easy peasy.
Credits awarded. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Looks like it popped that pipe off, but that's okay.
Valuable object processed.
Alright. There we go. Oh man, no boom. Yeah, so I should have, I should at least, dismantle the ECM in the future there. Namely just because it actually, the reactor blows up even faster, based on how little you've disconnected. Yeah, 4 million. Reactors are expensive.
Quick obscure imaging valuables.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting issue. Okay. Sure. Why not? Yeah, so the thruster blew up because I cut the pipe. That's interesting. I guess the pipe wasn't flushed. Yeah, I'd forgotten to disconnect it earlier because I was distracted with other things. No, well.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Nice part is we're still potentially on track for a perfect. I'm just gonna have to be even more anal than I was earlier. Yeah, you are T7. I don't know. Look, I've gone up in the rankings so damn fast here. That it's a little... there are a couple of things that, I probably would have learned through repeated exposure, but because I've skipped up the rankings pretty quickly, I more or less haven't had enough time to, like, really get used to these. And it's fine. You know, I'm still, as far as the game metrics are concerned, I'm still doing perfectly great. I just could be doing better. But, you know what? Oh, you didn't actually get in. When it comes down to it, it's not that important for me to be perfection embodied. That's not really fun anyway. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Oh right, we still have the ECM. It didn't blow up.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Okay. Or ECM. ECU. I forgot there were coolants in there.
346-52. Your vital signs have been lost. Please
Oh well,
reboot
okay,
your
now we don't get the perfect. Meh. Yeah, so now I'm pretty sure we don't get
No cutter.
the full 7.
I'll say one thing. Certainly ain't afraid of dying. You might want to try and keep your spares to a minimum if you want to pull yourself out of debt.
It's okay. Let's just be done with this accursed vessel. Chuck everything in, get the rank 6, and then I think I'm just gonna leave. I'm not even gonna think about the rest of this. Yeah, T7 is gone, but whatever. Let's be honest here.
Material accepted.
This one was kind of cursed for a while. I was away, what happened? I forgot to remove the coolant again. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of bits, but that's fine.
Material accepted. Object
Oh, there's a
processed.
computer terminal on one of those. Yeah, I'm beyond caring. Take it and let me leave. Okay, there we go. Now we're at rank 6.
Rewards will be paid.
Let's just send the rest of these in. All the broken bits are, nah, later. Please get in there. I don't know why this one's taking so long. Alright, there we go. How much does it cost to die? I want to say it's like 150,000? It's not that expensive, shockingly enough. That is 7 tons. It's true, but I've moved 7 tons worth of things with the tether before. That one just didn't want to go. It's because there's a bunch of loose objects inside, acting to kind of resist moving. Well, either way, it's fine enough. I should have probably waited for the rest of it, but I just want to get out of here. I like those ships. They are freaking huge. Maybe too big.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your theta wave levels are high. Please administer 2 caffeine pods before starting your shift.
Alright. That was expensive, but whatever. Let's see, between you and Kai, which is the bigger mess up? I don't know what Kai... like, how bad of a screw-up Kai is. Oh, my grapple got messed up there. That's entirely my fault. Let's do work suit. Well, considering I froze to death there, I should probably fix that. There we go. 30% resistance. I still have some. There we go. I'll take that. You can try the audio upgrade. I'll be honest, I can't actually hear it. Ooh, heavy gecko. Has the rods. It's hazard level 7, so I don't think we need to worry about radiation.